In this module, we'll delve into CVE-2024-34102, a critical security vulnerability. Our primary focus will be on analyzing and mitigating this issue within Adobe Commerce and Magento. As SecureTech, I'll guide you through a comprehensive understanding of this vulnerability, emphasizing its importance due to its high CVSS score of 9.8. This session aims to equip you with the necessary knowledge and tools to effectively address and safeguard against CVE 2024-34102, ensuring the security and integrity of your systems.
CVE 2024-34102 is a critical vulnerability characterized as an XML external entity XXE flaw. This vulnerability impacts Adobe Commerce and Magento versions up to and including 2.4.7. With a CVSS score of 9.8, it holds a critical severity level. In this module, we will delve deeply into the nature of CVE 2024-34102, understanding how it operates, the risks it poses, and how to effectively mitigate it. This vulnerability allows remote attackers the potential to exploit the affected systems, emphasizing the importance of comprehending its mechanisms and preparing adequately against it. Given the critical nature of this vulnerability, it is imperative for site administrators and developers to address this promptly to safeguard their e-commerce platforms. Understanding CVE 2024-34102 is of paramount importance for several reasons. Firstly, this vulnerability allows remote attackers to execute arbitrary code, which can lead to complete system compromise. The vulnerability is highly exploitable, as it does not require any user interaction, making it an attractive target for attackers. Additionally, its impact is widespread, affecting thousands of e-commerce sites globally, particularly those using Adobe Commerce and Magento versions up to 2.4.7. This broad scope means that a large number of businesses and users are at risk, emphasizing the need for prompt and effective mitigation strategies.
Slide title, Technical Details. In this slide, we delve into the core technical details of the XXE, or XML External Entity Vulnerability. XXE arises from improper handling of XML input that contains references to external entities. This vulnerability can have a significant impact, potentially leading to the disclosure of confidential data, server-side request forgery, SSRF, and remote code execution, RCE. Understanding the mechanism and implications of XXE is crucial for mitigating its risks and protecting systems from severe security breaches. In this slide, we delve into an example of how the XXE vulnerability can be exploited. The exploitation technique involves an attacker sending a specially crafted XML document that references external entities. The concerning aspect is that this form of attack does not require any user interaction, making it particularly insidious. Once the XML document is processed by a vulnerable system, it can lead to the execution of harmful actions, such as data theft or unauthorized requests. Understanding this exploitation process is crucial for recognizing the potential impact and prioritizing the implementation of protective measures against XXE vulnerabilities. Now, let's discuss the tools you can use to detect vulnerabilities, such as those we previously examined. First, we have Nmap, which is a powerful network exploration tool often used for security auditing. It can help you identify and diagnose vulnerabilities in your systems. Here's an example command to detect the specific vulnerability. Nmap p80-script hetep vuln 34102, target IP. This command tells Nmap to check port 80 on the specified target IP for the vulnerability identified by CVE 2024-34102. Next, we have Nikto, which is a web server scanner that can identify potential issues and inform you about potential security threats. You can use Nikto with the following example command: nikto-host target IP, ID CVE 2024-34102. This command will scan the web server at the target IP for the vulnerability designated by CVE 2024-34102. Using these tools, you can effectively detect and assess potential vulnerabilities in your network and web servers, which is crucial for maintaining robust security practices. Now that we've discussed some of the tools you can use to detect vulnerabilities, let's move on to mitigation strategies. It's essential to take immediate actions once a vulnerability is detected to minimize risks. First, you'll want to apply the latest patches released by Adobe. Keeping your software up to date is crucial, as these patches often contain fixes for known vulnerabilities. Additionally, consider making configuration changes to disable vulnerable XML processing features if they are not needed in your environment. This can prevent attacks that exploit these features. By implementing these immediate actions, you can significantly reduce the chances of an attack exploiting the detected vulnerabilities.
In this slide, we will look at the tools available for applying patches to Adobe Commerce and Magento. As seen in the Applying Patches section, one of the primary tools recommended is by using isolated patches from the Magento Patches repository. Here we've provided a practical example. 1. Clone the Magento Patches repository by running git clone http://magentopatches.git. Change into the directory shcd magento-patches. 3. Apply the specific patch needed by using the command apply patch.sh vuln27row17 to composer.patch. This method ensures that any vulnerabilities, such as those identified in CVE reports, are addressed swiftly and efficiently, keeping your Magento installations secure.
In this practical scenario, we are looking at an online store running on Magento 2.46 that has a known vulnerability, CVE-2024-34102. This particular vulnerability can potentially allow arbitrary code execution, posing a severe risk to the store's security. To mitigate this threat, the system administrator would need to apply the latest patch provided by Adobe Commerce. Additionally, to further enhance security, the admin should adjust the XML processing settings to limit exposure. This real-world example underscores the importance of staying vigilant and promptly addressing security vulnerabilities to protect your e-commerce platform. In conclusion, we've covered several important aspects regarding the critical vulnerability CVE 2024-34102 affecting Adobe Commerce and Magento. Let's recap the key points. 1. Critical vulnerability. This XXE, XML external entity vulnerability allows for arbitrary code execution, making it a severe risk for online stores using Magento 2.4.6. 2. Immediate patching. It's crucial to apply the latest security patch provided by Adobe to mitigate this threat effectively. Delays in patching can leave your system exposed to potential exploits. 3. Continuous monitoring. Ensuring that your systems are regularly monitored and kept up to date is vital. Continuous vigilance helps in early detection of any anomalies and the timely application of necessary security measures. These steps, immediate patching and diligent monitoring, are essential to safeguard your platforms from vulnerabilities like CVE 24-34102. On this slide, we move on to further reading and references to deepen your understanding of the vulnerability and its mitigation. First up is the NIST National Vulnerability Database, specifically CVE 2024-34102, which provides detailed information about the critical XXE vulnerability in Adobe Commerce Magento. Next, the Adobe Security Bulletin APSB 24-40 offers official guidance and patching instructions directly from Adobe, ensuring you have access to the most accurate and authoritative information. Finally, for those interested in a more hands-on approach, there's a GitHub repository that includes both exploit code and the corresponding fix, providing a practical resource for both understanding the vulnerability in action and implementing a solution. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the content of this course. If you found it valuable, please take a moment to leave a like. We would also love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our latest courses. Lastly, if you believe your friends and colleagues could benefit from this information, please share it with them. Your support is greatly appreciated.
Looks like we have reached the end of this course. I hope you found the information valuable and that it will help you advance your skills. If you enjoyed the content, please show your support by giving it a like. Feel free to leave a comment with your thoughts or questions. I love hearing your feedback. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with future courses and content. Finally, if you found this course helpful, share it with your friends and colleagues. Your support means a lot.